and girls. So we spent the last couple of days learning about place value, and we've looked at hundreds, tens, and ones. And we know that the value of each place tells us how much that piece is worth. So if I look at the ones place, I only have one, so I know the value of one is 1. And if I look at my tens place, I know that 1 10 has 10 ones put together to make a 10. Then I know my hundreds piece, if I were to break every little piece off, the value of it would be 100 ones. So the value of 100 is 100, the value of a 10 is 10, and the value of a 1 is 1. Well, today you are going to be making a place value creation. You're going to use these 3 pieces to help you draw and create a picture out of them. So I have a piece of construction paper. And you'll get the piece of construction paper off from the computer cart. And so I am going to make, I want to make a snowman. So I'm going to take my hundreds piece, and I'm going to take, you will take your pencil, but I'm using my pen so it shows up. And I'm going to use to trace around my 100 to show that's one piece of the snowman's body. Then I'm going to put the second piece above it. And then I'm going to do a third piece. Alright, so I know that I have 3. This represents my 100s. Well, I need to give my snowman some arms, so I'm going to use a 10 to give him some arms. Then I'm going to give him another arm, so I'm going to use my 10 again. I'm just going to trace around it to make my snowman. Then I'm going to use some ones to make him some eyes. Oh, that was a sloppy one. Sorry about that, guys. And then I'm even going to use these to make the ones to make his buttons. Okay. So I've made his buttons. I'll give him a nose. And I'll even use these to give him a mouth. So now, after I've used my pieces to make my creation of my snowman, I have to find out how many of each piece I use, and then I'm going to tell you the value of that. So you will be using your exit ticket to tell me how many pieces you use. So for example, I would say if I were to tell how many hundreds I used, how many tens I used, and how many ones I used to make my snowman. So here's my snowman. So I know that I used 1, 2, 3 hundreds. I used 1, 2 tens. And I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 ones. So that tells me how many of each piece I have. So for your exit ticket, once you've finished building and creating and using your base 10 blocks to make your picture, you're going to use your exit ticket to tell me the value of each place. So how much do you actually have when you used all your hundreds, all your tens, and all your ones to figure out what was the total value of your creation. I hope you have fun creating this and enjoy.